Rhea Ripley to return to the Judgment Day with Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio? Exploring the possibility. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE Family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Rhea Ripley is back to being a solo star in WWE after spending a couple of years with the Judgment Day, and as Dominic Mysterio's on-screen partner, all due to Liv Morgan replacing her. However, her position at Wrestlemania 41 might force her to reunite with her former partners. This week on Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair met face-to-face again after crossing paths several times over the past few weeks. Now, the triple threat match between the three women for the Women's World Championship has been confirmed after a contract signing. As expected, things got physical in the process. But another talking point during the segment was Adam Pearce introducing Rhea Ripley as a member of the Judgment Day, which may not be that much of a mistake at all and can be a hint for the future. Io Sky has the upper hand as the champion, and she has damaged CTRL to rely on, while the EST of WWE doesn't have any other stars helping her. Meanwhile, Rhea is alone and always has to look over her shoulder for possible attacks from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Due to this, she might consider teaming up with them again. If the Eradicator fails to win at WrestleMania 41, she can talk to the group again and make amends after realizing she needs support and backup to succeed in the roster. On the other hand, this partnership can even materialize before the show of shows to ensure she can have more chances of winning the Women's World title by having them interfere during the match. The Judgment Day will be quite busy at WrestleMania 41, including former and current members. Interestingly, Rhea Ripley won't be the only one involved in major title matches. Dominic Mysterio is already confirmed to compete in a fatal four-way match against Finn Balor, Penta, and Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. From the looks of it, the Judgment Day has more chances of adding more gold to the group. On the other hand, it was announced that a gauntlet match for the women's tag team division will occur on the upcoming SmackDown to determine who will face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania. The teams included are Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, Lyra Valkyria and Bayley, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, B-Fab and Michin, Alba Fire and Piper Niven, and Natalya and Maxine Dupree. It will be interesting to see what will happen with Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 41. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are booked to defend their WWE Women's Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 41. Analyst Sam Roberts has now predicted their challengers. The Judgment Day members have held the women's tag team titles since February. They are now set to put the championship on the line at this year's show of shows against the winner of a gauntlet match that is set to take place this Friday on SmackDown. 6 teams will compete for the title shot on the blue brand: Natalya Maxine Dupree, Piper Niven Alba Fire, Megan B-Fab, Zoe Stark Shayna Baszler, Katana Chance Kaden Carter, and Bayley, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. Speaking on his Not Some Wrestling podcast, Roberts predicted that Valkyria and Bayley would win the gauntlet match and challenge Morgan and Rodriguez at the Showcase of the Immortals. I feel like it'll probably be Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. I think that what you're looking at is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Lyra Valkyria and Bayley for the Women's Tag Team Championship. I think, that's an interesting one. I don't think that's where people saw Liv Morgan going earlier this year. I don't think that's where people saw Bayley going earlier this year. But who knows the circumstances that led us there? Roberts said, 1 hour, 11 minutes and 24 seconds. 1 hour, 11 minutes and 47 seconds. Last night on Raw, Jackie Redmond interviewed the WWE Women's Tag Team champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to ask them about the upcoming gauntlet match to determine the #1 contenders for their title. The former Women's World Champion took a major shot at all the teams competing in the gauntlet match. She claimed that they are all great, but not as great as her and her partner, stating that they are the greatest women's tag team champions of all time. Morgan also vowed to leave WrestleMania 41 with the title. It will be interesting to see if Morgan and Rodriguez deliver on their promise and leave Las Vegas champions. Dominic Mysterio is one of the names scheduled to compete at the upcoming WWE WrestleMania 41. The former North American champion has fallen short at all of his appearances at the show of shows so far, but Triple H may have something else planned for him this year. At the grandest stage of them all, Braun Breaker will defend the Intercontinental Championship in a four-way match against Finn Balor, Penta, and Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dom's upcoming title match is arguably one of the biggest matches in his career, especially if he wins at the Show of Shows. From the past few Raw shows, it looks like Triple H may be planning on booking a Mysterio victory. In this list, we will look at 5 signs that Triple H will book Dominic Mysterio to win the Intercontinental Championship at WWE Wrestlemania 41. Penta, Finn Balor, and Braun Breaker have shared the ring several times on the Monday show these past few weeks, whether through matches or altercations. Meanwhile, Dominic's involvement with the champion has been limited to trying to help the Prince win the title, but to no avail. Since Dominic hasn't exactly had a match against Breaker for the Intercontinental title, he hasn't pinned anyone involved in the match, while the rest of them have had pinfall wins against each other. However, this might work in his favor as the time for his pinfall victory might come at WrestleMania 41. Dominic Mysterio's father is WWE Hall of Famer and legendary luchador Rey Mysterio. Although the latter is a fan favorite, his son thinks otherwise and has even made claims before that he's not his real father. Interestingly, Triple H might be leaning into this. After it was announced that a four-way match was set to occur at WrestleMania 41 for the Intercontinental title, Dominic posted a photo collage of him and Eddie Guerrero holding the IC belt. From the looks of it, the game might see him as the next Latino Heat. After Dominic and Rhea Ripley broke up on screen, Liv Morgan was quick to replace Mommy as Dirty Dom's on-screen love interest. However, Mysterio and the Miracle Kid can't exactly be considered wrestling's power couple if only one of them is holding a gold. Liv Morgan is one half of the current women's tag team champions alongside Raquel Rodriguez, and they are set to defend the gold at WrestleMania 41. Since the Judgment Day duo will likely retain, Dom can also win the gold at the event, so he and his on-screen partner can dominate Raw together.